everybody. I was just wanting to get on here really quick as I do my hair. I just washed it last night. And I was listening to another YouTuber's content, and she was talking about making the decision to do something and just sticking to your decision, and everything will just pretty much work the way it needs to work in your favor of that decision. So one of the things that I decided to do was go into my journal and just fill up the page with what I was deciding. Like, what am I deciding for my life right now? The exercise is going to take like months, because I'm pretty much trying to give this message to my subconscious, and your subconscious works on repetition. So, and there's something about pen to paper. It just makes things more concrete in a sense. So one of the things that I was doing, I'm just filling up the page with one thing that I say I decided. And then the next week, I will do a different, I decide, in my journal, fill up the entire page with it, and just keep going. Because let me tell you this, I've only been doing this since Monday. Today's Friday. So I've been doing it, and I haven't wrote it down today yet, but yeah, and I'm already seeing the result. It's like bananas. I wrote it down and I'm like, yeah, it's happening. It's happening for real. So I can't wait to see what other things will come into fruition or start to move in that direction that I said I was deciding. And I'm putting I am decided. You can put whatever you want to. I still say my affirmations and I am statements or I have statements as well. But me putting that I have decided something makes it feel pretty final to me. You can use whatever statements that you need to use. Some people can work very well with just the I am statements. But I feel like, especially when you're starting out with something this new, that I am statements feel like you're lying to yourself. So that's been the problem, because there's always a part that identifies with the opposite, telling you like, no, you're not. If you want to write down, I am rich, and there's a part in your brain, it's always like back here for me, but it says like, no, you're not. Like, you're saying it, but there's always a voice. I mean, at least in my experience, maybe not everybody, but there's always a voice that's just like, no, you're not. And you're trying to, like, look, I'm trying to make this happen for us. And you keep saying, no, we're not. Like, be quiet and let me do this so we can both be winning. And then there's a voice back there. It's like, no, you're not. So that was my problem with some of my I am statements. It's quieting the voice in the back that says, no, you're not. No, that's not true. You're lying. Wrong. And I don't like that feeling. So having the I have decided along with the I am statements really just brings it home for me. So it's kind of nice to have both in your arsenal, because you need all the reinforcements you can get. Like, let's think about it. All the brands that we recognize, all the politicians' names that we might know, restaurants and companies with their logos and jingles. How do we know all these things? Repetition. So it's the same thing. They want you to know them, and they want you to associate them with these things through the repetition that they're putting out for you to have. Sorry, I smell my hair because it smells pretty good. But the thing is, you have to do it for yourself as well. So if you want to know something and have it become part of your identity, you have to give yourself that repetition as well. You have to give yourself that repetition. Like I said, for me, saying that I decided, it could be the verdict is for me. It could be my destiny is, whatever it is. Like, you can write in your journal from the perspective of an oracle or a fortune teller, something like that, that will make you feel like this seems pretty legit. This seems pretty set in stone, and this is bound to happen. Like, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but it's bound to happen. But I'm saying with me, I'm starting to see stuff already. So that was one of the things. And stuff just takes time. Like, and I'll save it for another video. But my hair story is one of the things that I've dealt with and came through as well, because in the moment when you're suffering or being in despair, in a state of despair, you feel like nothing is going to change, or it's always going to be that way, and it's not. That's pretty much what I'm here to tell you. It's not. Especially if you keep going and keep believing and keep affirming that it won't. So make the decision, make the verdict, or whatever you need to do to make your mind to believe it, do that, so you can finally have the life that you absolutely deserve and crave. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you follow me for more content. Click like, click share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.